Yo, it's Cass and Chris. We got you in the mix. Yeah. We say goodbye to the gloominess and the rain. Bright-eyed pupils when we peep the waves. Until we get sipping our local IPA. Welcome to the city built for leisure and play.
Cause we're living. Welcome back. Let it bump for a little bit. Let that go for a little bit. The outro is even better, so stay tuned for the outro, guys. I like the instrumental version of the outro even better. But welcome back to the Livin in San Diego podcast. Here we go. Episode, let's go with 291, somewhere in that ballpark. We're rocking our Livin in San Diego gear. We'll get into that in a sec. But if you guys haven't been here before, thanks for tuning in. I'm Chris Erickson. We got Mr. Cassidy Lewis on the ones and twos over there. And this is the Livin in San Diego podcast, all about, you guessed it, living in San Diego, where we get into what we're up to as San Diego lifelong locals, San Diego County. All right. People are like on our posts on our Instagram. They're like, yeah, dude, Oceanside's not San Diego. North County's not San Diego.
Come on, people.
If you're on a cruise, if you're on vacation, if you're in Europe, where do you guys say you're from? Like
San Diego.
You're in San Diego, right? San Diego County. All right. We're not going to say San Diego County. Yeah. I'm not from the city of San Diego, but we're from San Diego County. So this is all about living in San Diego County. But that's a long number there. So that's a long word there. So we're just sticking with living in San Diego. And we get into it every week. So yeah, what we're up to, we got families, we're dads, we got kids in sports, all that kind of fun stuff. Then we get into sports local here. What do we got? Baseball. I almost said football. Baseball. And
we do have football. I think the arena football just ended a couple days ago. So
yeah,
I don't know how well they did, but
nobody does.
No, we went to one game. It was a blast.
Oh yeah,
but it was it was kind of one and done.
Yeah,
the team didn't play very well that day, and I don't know if they ever do, but it was fun.
Yeah,
good times.
All right. So Padres are rolling. Well, they were until today. San Diego FC's back. Then we got our new to do and I do. There's our new is actually two new spots. Same place coming around town. Our to do somewhere up in Oceanside. Then I do. If you live over in San Marcos, you might be saying goodbye to something. Then always we got our question for Cassidy and our San Diego story of the week. And that's where we have it here. It's a little bit, if you're tuning in here, you get a little background, you get a little after talk about what's going on. Or if you just want the concise version with a little bit more of the graphics, all that kind of stuff, go hit us up. Go check out at Livin in San Diego, LIVIN in San Diego over on the old Instagram. And you'll see it there. We post our stories once a week over there, as well as a bunch of other stuff. You say there's some arguments going on in the
in the comments. Yeah, looks like it was getting a little heated.
What were they saying?
No, I think it was a lot about like pricing, getting priced out of Oceanside and all that. But
I would say
it happens.
Out of our YouTube videos for our real estate crew, and then this is not a real estate podcast, but we are real estate agents. So, but between those two, I think Oceanside gets the most play as far as people living there and want to protect it, which is great. Local Oceansiders.
Yeah. I think that's what the magazine's called, right? Osider. Yeah.
So it's great. Oside Pride, that just like people living there long time. There's been some growth over the years. That's a lot of the stuff that we bring up new to do. Like one of the things is from Oceanside today, but not something new per se. But it's been changing, and for better or for worse. I was just hanging out with my sister who lives up in Oceanside and her, or I guess husband's cousin, and they were just talking about like all the changes in Oceanside and putting up these, even the theaters being taken down. They're building a huge complex over there. The transit station's being rebuilt. You're seeing all these areas being redeveloped within a half mile from a transit center because the new California rules where they're allowed to build basically more dense and all that kind of stuff. Seeing it everywhere, right? Yeah. But Oceanside is one of the biggest ones. So anyways, shout out to everybody who's following us over on the old Instagram. All you Osiders, you're welcome here too as well. We love you guys. I grew up in San Marcos. Cassidy was over in Livin. So we got some time under our belts here in North County, San Diego, but it's been fun. We're rocking our new merch day. We just had our photo shoot last week. Was it last week?
Yeah, last week. Last Friday.
So all those are in.
We had beers and didn't drink them during the photo shoot.
We did. They were warm Modelo's. So
yeah. I almost took a sip, and I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was a Friday. It was a bit
I know.
of
It would
the
have been
perfect
perfect.
time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we didn't even try. It was kind of a crime. We poured them down the sink afterwards too. I don't know what we're thinking, but you will see them in our photo shoot if you do. We're getting that site built out for the website. But yeah, like I said, not a real estate podcast, but if you guys need anything, all of our contact info is right down below. Hit us up. Let's rock and roll.
Sweet.
Weekends, I'll rock today first. Then you could, or who went first last week?
I don't know.
We
I
got to
tend to
take
go first
turns,
a
you
lot.
know? It's like usually youngest, and then that's how we play games at our house.
be
Youngest
me
goes
then.
first. All right, I'm going first today, finally. But yeah, weekends is good, right? Soccer tournament, big, wow, weird. We got a doubleheader coming up this weekend. You guys had that this weekend.
Yeah, we had 2 last weekend.
We got 2 coming up. But not finally, I guess we won one last year. But, you know, you get to the finals, and this game was amazing. It was 5-6 or something like that. Back and forth. They had lost to them. My Brewers team, my boy, lost to them earlier in the tournament. Ended up beating them in the finals.
Rad.
Just, yeah, it was so fun to watch. You know, we haven't seen a good final like that for a while. And it's just fun to how happy the kids are. Brewer was first on the roster as far as alphabetical, so he got to take home the trophy and just
Nice.
not that day, but during practice the next day, and you know, basically wants to sleep with it, just having so much fun with it. But yeah, it was good to see, and you know, you're watching your kids play, and part of the fun is watching them win. So
Yeah.
it's good times. But it was over at Walnut Grove Soccer Park.
Yep.
It's not really a soccer park, but
It's pretty much all that happens there.
it's a huge park. If soccer's not going on, there's plenty of room to roam. But
Yep.
do you know of the Golden Door, which is right next door to it?
No.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay. So yeah, congrats to Brews team, champions. But right up Twin Oaks, basically, if you take, instead of all like turns into Deer Springs and you're going down towards the freeway, if you look on a map, it's basically right behind Walnut Grove. Not right behind, but you know, basically.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's like a ultra exclusive retreat back there.
Yep.
It's a health retreat in San Marcos. It sits on 600 acres, which is crazy. It's a Japanese ryokan inspired grounds, founded in 1958 by wellness pioneer Deborah Zelinsky. No, Zekeli. That's a hard name to say. Szekely. All right.
Yeah, you might have got it the second time. Zelensky's from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I
Okay,
think,
yeah,
so.
Zelensky. But it remains top choices for celebrities. The reason I knew about it, I remember hearing sometime that Oprah goes there
Okay.
or has been there. Barbara Streisand, Elizabeth Taylor. So, yeah, I looked into it a little bit. It looks, I mean, I don't know how they have like 30 miles of hiking trails. I don't know how they have that. That's wild.
Is it like way out past or no?
It's not too far. It's probably 2 miles, a mile maybe up the road past Walnut. Instead of taking a right there, you continue straight and it goes there. I just checked out on Google Maps. They have like villas. They have, you know, just surrounding the garden, tons of trails. It's all health related. So they do have, it's basically though, you have to go for a week.
Got it.
So it's like 7-day experience.
Like rehab, but for your body.
Yeah, I guess for your mind
Or
and for
mind.
your body.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of like a retreat. Like I'm sure they're doing yoga and exercising and meals from, you know, they have a little farm there, all that kind of stuff. And I think it was, they don't break it down by day. I mean, they do, but you can't just get a day. It was like $18.50 per day. You have to stay for a week. So it's like a little over 12 grand. And then they have mostly women's weeks, but then they do have a few men's weeks. So the next men's week, I think was like,
You gonna do it?
September? No. I would think it'd be cool just to check out for like a day, but I'm talking like if you could get, I think it's $18.50 per person, not just like per room. So like if you go with the wife, maybe spend 2 days there and it was like $600 a day for the whole retreat. You're like, yeah,
Let's make a deal.
Maybe. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool. And it's just kind of, you know, like San Marcos, the Golden Door Retreat. You're like, what? That's so weird. Like a really weird place for that to be. But anyways, that's right there. From soccer though, we tried to hit up between games. We tried to get some food. So we went over to the old Maillard Live.
Oh yeah.
It's Mama Cat's now.
Yep.
They're open. it was like 9:30 or whatever after the first game. So we're like, okay, it shouldn't be too bad. But driving up, there's just like a line going out the door, going all the way, not all the way, but kind of following the fence line towards the parking lot.
First weekend?
I don't know. That could have been.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a couple weeks or probably a couple months ago now, but I didn't realize it had gone live until I ran into friends that were going to go there after their game in San Marcos too. So
yeah, if you're going to go there, it's going to be packed. So that's good.
For now, at least. For now,
yeah. I mean, it's a huge place. So I was like, we'll get in there pretty easy, but we just drove by there. Then we were like, okay, let's go to North City. There's a place called Allo Fresco, which is like bowls and this kind of thing. Cool. It opens at 10. We had, 9:45. We'll be there in time. So you go pull up. It's closed on Sundays. It opens at 10 on Monday. I was like, damn. So we walked to Necessity Coffee, just kind of walked by there. And then right around the corner, Julie's like, well, there's all these people sitting outside. Let's go see what that is. So it's right next to the sushi place. And it's Christophe Roule Patisserie. So it's a little French bakery.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. And it's a small place, but there's probably 4 or 5 tables out front, which were packed. There were the same amount inside were packed. There was like a little line going on. It was popping. So apparently we didn't get anything there either. We ended up going to Choice Juicery, like over by the Ralph's over there on the other side, on the other shopping center.
Yeah.
Solid place too. But yeah, that place, if you guys are looking for, like, they had little pastries, little like ham and cheese croissant or like paninis, I guess. It looked good. I mean, people were digging it. You get a little coffee, a little latte. But yeah, it was good to see it kind of packed over there.
Rad.
So yeah, we did that. And then last thing, if you guys are into games, are you guys into games?
Yeah, I mean, think so. What kind of games?
So this is like games. This is a board game. So
yeah, sometimes
it is. We have been playing Lego Worlds a little bit.
Oh, nice.
That's been pretty fun.
Brayden just gave me a hard time for giving that away the other day.
Oh yeah.
He's like, Dad, do we still have Lego Worlds? I'm like, no, we don't. But Fortnite has a version of like the exact same thing. So like
it's kind of like
you build stuff, you break
same
stuff,
version of like Minecraft or something, but Lego version.
Lego. Yep.
So yeah, we only get like 20 to 30 minutes before it falls apart. So
yeah,
where everybody's like telling people what to do and like, but it's still fun. No, but board games, we brought out a game we haven't played for a while called Castle Panic. So it's like a circular game. Your castle's in the middle. You have walls. You have these little tokens, and you start with like 6 attackers that are out. You're not the attackers. And it has 3 consecutive rings. It's got like 4. The forest, then you got archers, knights, swordsmen. You're protecting the castle, right? And then on the outside is like orcs, trolls. There's like 4 bosses. There's like other little tokens that there's a total of like 49 guys you have to beat, basically. But some are like a boulder that rolls through everything. Some are like a plague, so you lose certain cards. And then you have 5 cards in your hand where you got to defend. So anyways, it's fun. It's kind of, you're playing as a group, right? And it's we got whooped, but our castle got taken over pretty damn quick. But if you guys are looking for a fun game, Castle Panic, they have different, what are they called? Not like skins, but different
versions of it.
You get the base one, and then we're probably going to get like a Wizards one or something like that. So it's just a little bit different game. The Wizards Tower, that's the one.
Oh, cool.
But anybody into games, I think it says about 45 minutes or so. So it's a little bit longer, but
pretty straightforward. Those are the ones that like
it does. The instruction booklet is pretty hefty. But
those are the ones that always like scare me away. Yeah. There's like at least 2 games in our game cabinet where we just have not done ever.
What are they?
I don't know. There's a Ghostbusters one that I know that we haven't done. I can't think of the others, but some of them are just, you have to be in the right mindset to like sit down, learn it. Like I should actually like learn it beforehand, because otherwise you have kids over your shoulders. Like, okay, can we start? No, please chill out.
This one, the first time does take a little time. Okay. And then now we played it a bunch of times. It wasn't our first time. We've had it for, I don't know how long, but it was, it is a little refresher every time. Cause you're like, what do we do here? What do we do here? It's really fun. Nice. And I like those long games. The wife doesn't, but Settlers of Catan, like I've never played Risk, but I would like Risk if I played it. Those kind of things where just
Life. I grew up liking Life.
yeah, that's a longer
I
game.
love Monopoly. I still love Monopoly.
Apparently, there's strategy to Monopoly. Did you know this?
I just buy everything. And then if I can get to a point where I can afford to put houses and hotels on, I know I won.
Yeah.
And I piss everybody else off. If I don't get to that point, I lose, and I know I lose.
All right.
Yeah, that's my strategy.
All right. Well, let's play some Monopoly. And this is your game hour.
That's right.
The game corner. But anyways, that was a good little weekend. So
Nice,
not
fun.
too shabby. How about yourself?
So before we get into the soccer, because the boys did great. Maybe I'll just start there. We were in 2 separate tournaments, which was complicated to say the least. So we were at SoCal Sportsplex in Oceanside for my older son, and then we were in same as you for at Walnut Grove for my younger.
Yeah, I saw your pops there on Sunday.
Yeah, he mentioned, and we saw you there on Saturday afternoon or
Saturday,
whatever it was.
Yeah.
I saw a crazy lady waving out the window, and I had no clue who it was. And then, so they each won 2 games. For my older son, it was enough to move on, but probably definitely the best game I've seen of this iteration of the team. On Sunday morning, they played really hard, won 2-0. The last 5 minutes, the team actually the other team came out and really started pressing, and I think Cam, my son, plays keeper, and there's probably 5 legit saves in the last 5 minutes. So not an easy way to finish it, but it was rad. It was super fun. And then my younger son, it was enough to make the championship with 2 wins, and they had to play so he's a U11, under 11. They had to play an under 10, but flight 1 team, and his team's flight 3. The difference is insane. The age doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
The coach after the game, they lost. The coach after the game was like, and you guys played up an age group. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You played up an age group, but played down 2 skill levels.
I don't know. You figure it equals itself out at some point.
It was not even close. I think the final score was 8-2. And they their skills and their shape, where they keep it, they keep their shape, was night and day difference.
Yeah, that's a big part of the game.
Yeah.
That you don't think about.
And for a new team, so that's the other part of it. Braden's team is new. So the shape part of things they just have not got yet. So anyway, they got to the finals. They were finalists instead of champions, but and the championship game was not fun to watch at all. But it was good. Braden took a nice elbow to the face from one of the other kids, so got fouled right at halftime. So that wasn't super fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it was a fun weekend of soccer. That's pretty much all we did for the weekend. But before that, the boys were off at the end of last week before school started yesterday. And so we did kind of our last hurrah. And on Thursday, we went down to Old Town to a cool restaurant that I had never been to. Now I'm trying to remember the name of it. For breakfast.
Find it.
I know, I got to find it. But it's something saloon, and I will find it. It feels like an old timey saloon.
Typhoon Saloon.
No.
That's in PB.
But we were the first ones in there. It was pretty fun. And you walk through the double doors saloon style. Everything's like crushed red velvet.
Oh yeah.
And it's literally right next to the, it's called Doc Holidays. Really good food. Braden got pancakes that had like fruity pebbles on it. And Cam had what he called the best French toast he's ever had in his life. Other than his mom, Chelsea's. So he put that caveat in there on purpose. And yeah, it was really fun, really tasty. The boys hadn't spent very much time. Actually, I don't think they've ever been like walking around Old Town. Which was fun. I haven't been down there in a long time.
I haven't been down there for
a lot of just like tchotchke stuff. I bought a T-shirt I showed you the other day.
Oh yeah,
with the skeleton on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. And then we had plans. Like the reason we went down there is we wanted to go to Clink Room, which we talked about on the podcast. The new location off India
There's a few months back that we brought it up.
Yeah. Right next to USC. Epic. Super cool. I'll post, I posted some videos and stuff on Insta when we went, but I'll repost. I'll make a little story or something like that, or little reel. So many hats to choose from. Super legit. People were rad. Taylor was the main dude that was walking us through in the kind of the main lobby area, but then the whole back area where they have all the hats stocked to like ship out and stuff. You can go back there too. You can see the ones that are the pre-orders that are ready to ship out. Casey, one of the owners, is just chilling back there, like stocking or getting some orders ready and stuff. Just a really, really cool spot. Definitely has like a speakeasy feel. You walk in and it's dark. Big old gorilla face on the in the entry.
Their logo?
That's their logo. Yeah. So if you're a hat person, or you just want a hat, definitely go down there. There's the whole like main lobby little area. All of the hats in there you can only get in the shop. So pretty cool.
Nice.
Exclusive, that exclusivity.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely worth checking out. We had a blast, and then the boys were like, well, what are we doing for the rest of the day? And, I didn't have a plan. And Cam
That seems
threw
like
out,
that was a plan. You already did the clink room. You
did breakfast,
Old Town.
but it was only like by that time it was like, I don't know, 11
Yeah.
or something like that, 11:30.
You guys are like, that's the day, dude.
Yeah, I know. But we decided to go down and do an escape room in the gas lamp because we were already down there anyway. Have you done an escape room yet?
Yeah, I don't like them.
You don't?
No.
Is it too stressful?
No, claustrophobic.
Oh, that's right.
If I know going in, we just went to one. It's not here anymore in Oceanside. The very first room we went in, I told you before, but it was Willy Wonka themed, and the very first one was like one of the rooms that gets smaller, and it was a very narrow room, and there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like I don't know, 8, 9 of us in there.
Yeah,
and then you got to find your way out of that room. And they close the door behind you. I mean, I could have kicked down the door if I needed to, but still.
The door, I don't know if they told you this, but the door in ours, you can always leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you could never.
Yeah, you could. But it's still.
You don't want to. You don't want to be that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
I escaped. No, but once you get into the main room, it was fine.
Yeah. We had a blast. We went to, it's called the Escape Game down in, right in the heart of Gas Lamp. And they have like 5 or 6 different missions. We did the submarine one, and it was super fun. 3 different rooms like within the space that you had to like open up. We used the hint button a ton, and it was just the 3 of us, but they did pause the time near the end when we were getting close to let us finish, which was very nice of them. I also do realize they want us to come back too. So, but it was super fun. Like there were a couple moments where we were yelling at each other, but for the most part,
that's
the boys left.
Escape room there.
Yeah, but I had a blast. I'll do it again. For sure.
Yeah. I guess it depends. There's one in Encinitas as well.
Yeah.
They do have at least 1, maybe 2 somewhat kid themed ones. So at least for my boys, they wouldn't. Like submarines probably would have been fine, but then they have some, some other ones have like creepy
murder mysteries.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know.
She walked us as we were leaving. She walked us past 2 of the doors were open for other ones, and they have a prison escape one where you start in 2 separate cells, and you have to work together. Like if there's like I think a max amount of 8 people, so you do like half and half in each cell, and you have to like work together to get the cell open and escape. Pretty rad. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. No thanks.
But yeah, it was really fun. So it was a fun like last hurrah.
Yeah.
With the boys.
Nice.
And now they're back to school.
Back to life now.
Yep.
Back to life. All right. What else is going on? Well, we got sports. We got some sports here. That was a good transition, right?
Yeah. It was
working on that.
It was a transition. Yeah.
All right, and the whole theme of today was going to be, Padres are still fine. They lost a series, which is not ideal at this point in the season, but
and to the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets. I didn't even know they were that bad. Didn't we play them? Like, or they've made the playoffs the last few years, right? Or
yeah, but they've just been atrocious this year, and they sold off a couple players and stuff too. They've been better as of late. they were atrocious for like the first half of the season.
Okay. Yeah, since they got a bunch, like every reliever who came in was like a young dude. Then they kept saying this is his 8th game, this is his first game, this is whatever. It was just very, very youngsters.
Yeah.
Anyways, before this, Padres hadn't lost a series since the end of July, which was like, I mean, you have 4 or 5 series in there, which is great. Then you lose to the Mets, but anyways, they're still up there. Standing wise, we are at least, we'll see how it shakes out today, because I'm sure the Dodgers are playing tonight or something, or today. I don't know where they're at right now. But they were still 8 back. Now they're probably 9 back, at least 8.5. Still one up on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Whatever happened with Ketel Marte? Did he ever come back?
No, I think he's back, and I still don't understand it.
Yeah.
The coach was like crying in a press conference about it, like worried for him or something. I don't really know. I don't know if he got like arrested or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that doesn't sound great.
No, but he was back yesterday, I think.
All right.
I saw him.
Yeah. So anyway, Padres they're 8.5 now, but still 68-60. It's respectable. Just gotta finish out the year strong.
People are like calling for the hitting coach for the Dodgers head, so that's always a good thing for non-Dodger fans.
Yeah, we were calling for our hitting coach at the beginning of the season too, and then they've gone on a run. So hopefully, I mean, you're like, how much all these veterans, especially the Dodgers, they don't have too many youngsters. Like, how much does a hitting coach do at this point?
Yeah, you don't want to like fully rebuild a swing or anything like that. It's like little tweaks and little like just coaching up what a guy throws that day, like the starting pitchers and stuff like that.
Maybe he's just not giving him a good enough pep talk. He's like, come on, guys, what it is. Let's get some hits.
Yeah,
come on.
I mean, that's what I do as a coach. I'm always just like, come on, just go hit the ball.
Just hit the ball.
Meanwhile, I can't hit the ball to save my life.
Watch the ball hit the bat. That's what I'm going to tell you today for our softball game.
That's right. You should.
But yesterday, Tatis had a pretty sick game. Did you see any of those highlights?
He saved. I saw the highlight of Robbie Ray putting his glove on his hat after he saved a grand slam.
Yeah, so he hit 2 bombs yesterday, put him ahead. Was it the first pitch yesterday? I don't know. Anyways, and just he robbed Lindor of a grand slam. Mm-hmm. And it was so sick. Like, I saw somebody had a camera. I saw it on Instagram. They had a camera from like the stands behind home plate, pretty high up there. Zoomed in on him a little bit. Mm-hmm. And you see him go up. Mets fans are going crazy because he comes down like a little bit
nonchalant.
Yeah, like and then just out of his glove, he just flips it to his other hand.
Yeah,
and just stands there, just like there we go. Just everybody kind of quieted down. So it was pretty sick. Anyways, he had a great game yesterday. He had the only RBI today. Oh, actually, no. There was an RBI in the 9th. But anyways, Padres, they're fun to watch as of right now. We'll see how the season continues to go. I still want, now we're at a part of the season, we should probably get a Padre, let's call him Padre influencer or a Padre, Padre adjacent.
Talk.
Yeah, okay. I'll work on that. If you guys know anybody, hit us up. I got a few in mind, but always good to have some options. So anyways, Padres doing well. Power rankings. I'm going to get into this real quick because it's probably going to change today. And, every power ranking is different, but
I haven't even looked at it since like April.
This is Bleacher Report. So everyone I looked at was different, but MLB power rankings, it just because as Padres surge continues, the Blue Jays back off from the dead and the Red Sox run out of gas. But anyways, going through number 30, guess who's number 30?
The Rockies?
The Giants. The Giants, the Gigantes. Come on, guys. But we
also did trade away 6 of our starters.
Yeah.
Like our contributors. So
we got one of them. So anyways, Giants are 30th. And then scrolling down, Padres, at least in this poll, were 7th. All of them, they were like 7th to 10th, somewhere in there. But what do they have to say about the Padres here? Where'd it go? Number 8 through 7. There we go. The previous rank was number 10. See, this is why I said this. Padres have not lost a series since dropping 3 of 4 to the Braves from July 20th through the 23rd. So today, if they would have won today, would have put them almost at, because it's the 19th, almost at a month without losing a series, which would have been sick.
Mm-hmm. Giants have lost 5 in a row. So
series? Mm-hmm. Well, we're playing you guys in a little bit. So, and last week's 3-game sweep of the Brewers was a clear indication that this team is the real deal. If they had not won 8 of 9 heading into the deadline, they might have been sellers and now arguably one of the hottest teams in baseball. So good. You never know what's going to happen at the All-Star break.
No, you don't.
I mean, yeah, they had to win a bunch. So
Yeah.
it was good to see that. But I want to ask you, okay, we brought it up. I sent it to you earlier.
Oh yeah, logos.
Logos, because we just played, I'm going to say the worst logo. You already said it before the show.
I guessed before you even asked me.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, these are ugly uniforms. So we just played the Guardians. Shoot, I don't know. Was it over the weekend or something?
Yeah, I can't remember. And the Giants are playing them right now.
Yeah. And they just had, I think on Friday, we played on Friday through the weekend, and they had their throwbacks on, or they're not throwbacks, they're City Connects. And it's like, those are ugly. And then I was like, dude, even their just the normal C on their hat's ugly. So that was my top pick for the worst. And the logo with the 2 G's and the ball. It's like
So stupid.
looks like clip art. Like somebody just went like, let's put this baseball with this like G and these kind of little. You guys are a professional organization here.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. So what's your top 3 besides
Least favorite?
Okay, we'll go Guardians as number 1. So 2 more least favorite logos. I got at least 1 more, and I'll find 1 more. But as we're going through, yeah, there's some ugly ones up there.
Yeah, so Guardians is definitely my top 1 also, but Diamondbacks always
Yeah,
that was your number 2 also.
Dude, it's like same thing.
Yeah. But it's like their uniforms also, like, when did we add teal to all of this? And their uniforms remind me of like slow pitch softball uniforms.
It is, dude.
Like they're just, I don't know, tacky and I mean, and I like the tacky slow pitch softball uniforms, but
not for a professional
big league team. No,
maybe for the softball celebrity softball tournament or something at the All-Star game, but not for your actual jerseys and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
agreed.
We were the Diamondbacks right when they came out. So during Pony League, we were the Diamondbacks at some point. And back then it was cool. I think we were purple. I think we're the Diamondbacks purple at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot of purple like when they won the World Series.
Okay.
Like back in 2002, I think they won.
But their newest one,
2001?
it's an ugly A with like a little forked snake tongue in between.
Yep.
And then like a little, I don't know, zigzag on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. Pretty
remember
ugly.
the I don't know if they have a City Connect right now. Can't even picture it. But their first City Connect was that like sand color pants and sand colored jersey. And I remember when it came out, Cam was probably like 10. And he's like, these uniforms are trash. That's like all I remember him saying.
Yeah. Some teams do it better than others. I got my San Diego. I do like these. I like the mint too. The mint and pink were pretty sick. Looking back at the old jerseys, now that we have the new ones, a little cleaner, they were kind of ugly. The old Padres ones. They were. I like the colors. I like that kind of stuff. But I do like these new lids that the
Collins in by the
Padres.
way.
Oh, nice. We got 10 guys. All right, that's good. All right, what about the third?
I mean, I just go for boring. Like that's all I'm kind of thinking of is there's 2 that I think of that are just kind of and that's the Rangers and the Tigers.
Yeah.
We just played the Tigers in San Francisco, and it's clean, but it's just kind of boring and bland. And I think the Rangers are kind of the same.
What was the other one?
Rangers and Detroit Tigers.
Oh, the Tigers. Okay.
It's just kind of, it's old school. But it's just kind of boring in my opinion.
There's this at least memorable. Like you're like, oh, that's a Detroit, that's the Tigers logo.
Yeah.
Even the Padres, like they just have the SD for the Padres, which is their logo, but they have however many other weird logos. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, the SD, it's cool, but it's not, top notch. I love it, but that's because I'm a fan. So,
but I like all the. I can't hate on any of the. I did, I guess, because since I chose the T and the D, but I like the interlocking letter ones. So. Except for the LA one. But
that one's the worst, I would say.
Those letters shouldn't interlock. That just looks stupid.
The last one right next to the Padres, the Pirates. Just the P with like...
Oh, yeah, the logo's boring.
It's like these little spikes coming off the end of the P. You're like...
I do like their uniforms, though.
Yeah, I like black and yellow.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yep.
I do like that. But anyways, that's your worst logos of MLB. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think are the worst.
And we apologize if you're a fan to any of those teams we just said.
Unapologetic.
Unless you're a Dodger fan.
Yeah, no, if you're a Dodger fan, tune out, please. Okay. Then there was something that was kind of cool. It's MLB again, but have you heard of the Gold Card?
Is this where they can go to any game they want?
Yeah.
I saw just a post on Instagram, maybe the same one.
I was recently that I heard of it before, and then I saw somebody
It's
had
like
it.
a husband and wife went around or went to a game. Was that what it was or
Maybe,
no?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it was somebody, it was an old player that had a Gold Card, and they asked, have you ever used it or something? I don't know what it was, but it's it's the MLB Gold Card is officially a lifetime pass. It might be one of the coolest perks in professional sports. So if you spend 8 years in MLB, you know, whether you're a player, manager, coach, or umpire, you become eligible for one. Longtime front office personnel can also earn one, but they need a little bit longer. They need 25 years.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's actual physical card. Today it's made from a gold colored alloy, so it's not real gold. Back in the day, I think it was real gold, like early 1900s.
Wow.
But you could bring you and one guest to any MLB regular season game for the rest of your life. So, and they give you the best seat in the house, best available seat in the house.
That's cool.
So yeah, you just bring it to the window, and the home team gives you seats based on availability. I'm sure at most parks you're going to get a pretty sick seat, right?
Yeah.
Seats aren't necessarily behind home plate, and they don't go to the postseason, but whatever. So the lifetime tradition goes way back to 1907 when President Theodore Roosevelt became the first recipient. Apparently he wasn't a huge baseball fan, so they're like, let's see if we can get him to go to any. And they said in his first term, he didn't go to any. There was a lot more leagues. It was actually, it was like this little card, and there was like, you know, it wasn't MLB at the time, but there was all these little leagues that he could go to. He didn't go to any of them. After Charles Lindbergh's historic transatlantic flight in 1927, he was given a lifetime baseball pass. 1965, 24 U.S. astronauts received the lifetime passes, including all those. And then the other one was the 52 American hostages held in Iran for 444 days were released in 1981. MLB gave each of them a lifetime pass. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one I saw was the guy play as a reliever. I can't remember his name, but him and his wife were like, hey, we have this. Let's just give it a try. And they filmed the whole thing, like talking to the person at the ticket counter. I didn't even know they still had ticket counters.
They got to have a little bit of one.
And then getting in and like the seat that they got and stuff. It was rad. It was really cool. Yeah.
What was the dude's name? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I can't remember.
Is he actually hitting all of them, or was it just like
he
a
just went to
one-timer?
one? It was like the first one. It was the first one they had ever tried. They're
Okay.
like, I think he just retired last year, maybe, or didn't get picked back up or something. And so they're like, oh, let's just try it, and just documented the whole thing. And it was cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
We should see. I know there's other passes out there. Like there's like a Chipotle Gold Card. I don't know what it's called, but like stuff like that where
You get like Chipotle each day or something like that.
yeah. What else is there? There was a few other ones that I've seen that are like, you go in there and get a free burrito. The baseball one's pretty sick. That's probably one of the more useful ones.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah, it'd be fun. Probably still have to pay for parking though.
Just flash your gold pass. They're like, all right, $50. Okay, let's get into, last one on sports. San Diego FC is back. They won against LAFC on Saturday, maybe?
In LA, right?
In LA.
Yep. Apparently
it was a great game. Well, not a great game, but there was a handball in like the 89th minute. Dreyer put it in for the win, 1-0. So far against at least that LA team, we're 3-0-1.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. They play the Portland Timbers today, Wednesday. I don't know what time. I think 7:30 or something like that. So
you'll know the result when you're listening.
you will know the result. Yeah, but it's fun to have them back. They won. They won 2-1-0 in the other CONCACAF Cup or whatever that was. What was that called? The American Cup? I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Anyways, they didn't. There's 36 teams. They were 10th in the MLS standings in that, so they're not going to the next round, which is I'm fine with. Those games are like whatever.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
I watched one of them. It was all right.
Yeah, we watched when they played Tijuana.
Yeah, I think I did too.
I think it was a Saturday game.
Yep.
But
Yep. Agreed.
real games are starting back. So any San Diego FC fans, get back out there. Stadium's sick. So, all right, let's get into new to do and I do. And if you guys haven't been here before, this is where we get into something new happening around town, something to do, and something we're saying goodbye to. So stay tuned right here. Jumping into new this week. We always like to bring up stores. Last week it was Trader Joe's. This week is a different store. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. Yeah. I guess this is new
2 weeks
stores coming to San Diego. But Jimbo's. You familiar with Jimbo's?
I don't know if I've ever been in a Jimbo's.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I mean, there's one in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
There's one at the Forum right there. I've probably been, out showing homes. If there's only 4 around town. So, but I'm sure I've been to 1 or 2 before. But it literally just went in yesterday. And then I saw this article. I was like, I should bring this up. I went in. I was trying to find some pickles, some like fancy pickles. Because usually during dinner, I'm like, just scarfing on nuts or chips or, something. Just I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, yeah. So I probably eat way too much. So
I
was
have a jar
like,
of pickles that I go to every now and then.
oh, there we go. Yeah. So I saw somebody on Insta. They're like, dude, if you're cooking dinner, you're hungry, eat some pickles.
Yeah.
It's like, so I was looking for some, not just some, I want something fancier, but they didn't have it. But nonetheless, they are planning 2 new San Diego stores. So Jimbo's, if you guys don't know, is a San Diego natural food grocer specializing in organic and natural products. Plan to open 2 new stores, one in Scripps Ranch and one in Mission Valley. Catch is, first one's not going to be till 2028, late 2028, and the Mission Valley store will be in early 2029. So we got a little bit of time there. But they currently have Carmel Valley, Forest Ranch, Carlsbad, and Escondido. Apparently, they started in Escondido. The guy's name was actually Jim.
So his nickname.
Yeah, Jimbo Somek. In 1984, they opened their first store. They opened their first store in North Park. Came to San Diego 40 years ago and started in the health food business, breaking down cardboard boxes. They later opened locations in Carmel Valley, Escondido. They also had the other ones I just said, and then downtown at Horton Plaza. So they don't have North Park or Horton Plaza anymore. I wonder what's happened to Horton Plaza. They did have somebody come in and they were going to redevelop it, and they had these whole plans.
I don't know.
And then they, I think it was during COVID and all that stuff. I think it's got to cost a lot of money to rehab that place.
I think they're just using the parking lot right now, right?
Maybe.
Isn't the parking lot? I think the parking lot's still being used.
Maybe it was going to be like a tech hub or something.
I don't know.
It's a huge spot, though.
It is a huge space. Yeah, like 2 city blocks, maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know. There should be something there soon. But anyways, 2 new Jimbos coming to town. We'll bring them back
Someday.
up in 2028 on this show. So, all right, let's get into to do. So if you guys, like I said, are in Oceanside and you're listening on Thursday, the 20th, when we're dropping this, then you can still go to this. It is this weekend, actually. So, we got a new reload guide downloaded. So if you guys are moving here, download our free reload guide. Come on. It's loading up a different page. Sorry. Surf Girl Surf Fest is a free festival from August 21st through the 23rd up in Oceanside, California. And it's a surf contest. It's free. It's on the beach. They also have concerts there. Mm-hmm. And they have I don't know how many bands, but Iration. Are you familiar with Iration? They're there. Hippie Sabotage. I don't know them. Remember B.O.B.?
Yeah.
Rapper dude. He had one of his big songs was with Bruno Mars. He'll be there. So I believe they have shows every day.
Will Bruno be there?
No. Maybe a special appearance. But they'll be... you don't have to buy tickets. You just have to pre-register. And then from there, it's first come, first serve. So on their website, surfgirlpro.com, they're showing clips of surfing and all that kind of stuff. And the moonlight, or not moonlight, the amphitheater right there just looks packed. It looks like a fun little event. So
nice, rad.
Yeah, it looks good. So if you guys, if you need something to do this weekend, go check that out. I wanted to see what the surf report was going to be, because sometimes some of these surf contests, you're like, especially here in summertime in Southern California, that's not a good time for swell unless we're getting those hurricane swells coming up. I've seen some of these surf contests where it's 2 foot, just little mushy waves coming through, and they still have to have a contest, right? Back, when was it? When I was living in PB, they had some surf contest, like a circuit. It was Revolt magazine or something. They put it on. It was 3 different sessions. So I was surfing at the time. I was I don't know, way too old to be in it, but I was like, I want to join this. So I ended up going to 3 different surf contests. It was super fun. One day was at the OB Pier, and it was actually a pretty big day. But I remember the other few days, it was just like sloppy little waves. But they're like, hey, we're set up here. You gotta go in the surf contest. I never got out of the first round, but it was still fun.
That's cool.
Fun to be in a 3 surf contests. You could check your standings and stuff, and like it was cool.
Nice.
And then we got adieu. Cassidy, what are we saying adieu to?
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't know it existed until right now. But unfortunately, and this is just as of now,
All right.
because it could come back. But the very popular San Marcos Holiday Parade is going away this year. They're not going to have it. It's been going on since 1996. It's right kind of, I don't know, is it on Mission?
It's on Mission, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Mission, like right by Palomar College. And like I said, it's been going on for a long time, but some funding has gone down, including the city of San Marcos has pulled their funding. So
they said
not that it wasn't even
funded
that much. Yeah, they partially funded it. It was supposed to be the Kiwanis Club of San Marcos funding the majority of it, or getting sponsorships and all that stuff. I think that's how that all works, is getting people to help pay for it and stuff. But unfortunately, no mas. They've only missed COVID 2020 and 2021. So
you see these holiday parades. Like we used to go there growing up, right? Mm-hmm. Been to the Encinitas one.
We've done Encinitas growing up.
Yeah.
I was in it a couple times.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I think we went to probably the Vista one growing up. I don't know. Anyways, we've been to a handful of them, but you just think it's like easy, fun event.
Yeah.
But reading the article, it's like they're kind of explaining, you're getting sponsorships, you're getting people to go there, you're getting, all this extra collateral, just like a lot of stuff. Like they said, probably like over 100 hours of work to get it to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And then just going there, you're like, oh, dude, it's just a parade. Everybody just shows up here. It's easy because they got to get like permits basically to shut down the road for the cops to kind of walk the roads, block the roads. Yeah. Yeah. So it's quite the undertaking. But these are usually like a huge thing for cities.
For cities.
Yeah. You don't usually see them go away. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, a couple of years ago, or no, it's been a long time now, but like when the fireworks went away in Oceanside, I think they're back now, aren't they? But
I believe so.
But it's like, really? We're getting rid of a holiday thing that's been going on forever?
Yeah.
And you just sit there and like, I remember a year we drove up to kind of like that Garfield area of Carlsbad, because you could see the Oceanside fireworks pretty well from there. And we're like, hey, they're not happening.
You're like, oh.
It's before the days where Google would have told us pretty instantly that they were no longer happening.
They are no longer here.
I hope that people don't show up to holiday parade in San Marcos.
We're here for the parade.
Fingers crossed.
Sorry, guys. All right, but there's your new to do and a do. We'll have a brand new to do and a do for you guys next week. So tune in for that. All right, you ready for your question, man?
Yep.
Okay. Every week we give Cassidy a question. Sometimes it's real estate, sometimes it's not, but it's always brought to you by our Livin in San Diego real estate crew. Like I said, we help people make the move right here in San Diego, buying, selling, a lot of relocating actually too. I don't know where you guys are listening. We got people from everywhere, but a lot of locals. So shout out to everybody who is listening. And like I said, if you guys are thinking about making the move, all of our contact is right down below. But all right, question for Cassidy. If you could bring back one thing from San Diego that you grew up with that's now gone, what would that be?
Can I be general and just say open space? I was just chatting with her. So, I mean, that's like one of the big ones for me. I grew up in Livin. I lived in Leucadia until I was in 4th grade, and then lived in Livin until I was out of the house. And my parents are still out there. Like it's definitely the place I love the most. But when we lived out there in our first house, the Carlsbad Ranch wasn't there. A lot of like Casa Canyon wasn't there.
Yeah.
All of that space was just open. And like my brother and I like spent hours and hours and hours just kind of exploring. And we had a 3-wheeler that was super dangerous that we took out there every now and then, rode our bikes. I just miss some of that. And so I was just chatting with a buddy yesterday who had the same thing, but like by Hollandia, and where that was the cow fields, but also a whole ton more open space out there too. So,
yep.
Open space, is that a good one?
Yeah.
Although for somebody that sells real estate, kind of need the houses that are all in that spot too, but it's a double-edged sword.
Dude. I don't know. Yeah, we sell real estate, but I love myself some open space. It's like, we'll post new developments and this and that and just get a ton of like, not hate, but people like, oh yeah, just what we need, like 50 more townhomes right here, or just another stupid coffee shop. And I get it.
The state of California would say, yes, you do need that, but
yeah, I don't know. I'm with you. I like open space, and growing up in San Marcos, I remember right across the street, there was it wasn't a huge field, but there was a big field where, I saw my neighbors like riding dirt bikes through there. There was some jumps in there. So I would go out there and, do some jumps. I used to hit golf balls from the park to across the way. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that far. I'm pretty sure, because on the other side was mobile homes, and I'm pretty sure I put a few in there, but that was gone. Plus there was just a lot more around there too. Yeah. The dairy was there. A lot of North San Marcos was kind of built out. Santa Fe Hills wasn't there. That was a little bit later in my San Marcos career.
Yep.
Palomar was there, but it was a much smaller footprint, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like and then there's a bunch of new neighborhoods around there too. Borden didn't connect, like all that, So I like some open space.
So I grew up in Encinitas, like I just mentioned, but I just saw a post yesterday that was like all the things we miss from being, that our kids will never have, like the phones with the cords that you had to like take a mile, or you could take like a mile around, but you couldn't untether.
Yeah,
and
stuck to it.
But one of the other ones was going to the movie store on Fridays. Like that was fun. Like
Blockbuster at the corner of Mission and Woodland Parkway.
Yeah, Video Vault was mine. That was the one in like La Costa. There was one for me when I was really little. Was in Leucadia, like where Coffee is now, was a video store when I was a kid. I was telling and pick a movie out, but then when I got my Nintendo, picking a video game out was epic, because for whatever reason I only had Mario for like years. So I think I rented Rampage, the one where you just break buildings down.
Yeah, that's good.
Probably 20 times.
Yeah, I remember.
Definitely would have paid for it to just buy it rather than just rent it.
A movie was like a day, maybe 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Video games were longer, right?
I think
5 days, something like that.
Something like that.
I remember, we used to get them, and they were definitely some longer ones.
Yeah, for
It wasn't just like 2 days. You'd binge play it for however long you had it, but
for sure.
Yeah. Even when they used to have Redbox, was like,
oh yeah,
that was like the smaller version
OG
of it.
Netflix.
Yeah. The OG. Just like a physical thing. You take some time, you get excited. You're like, okay, I can scroll through these. I don't have a billion options. I don't have 6 different subscriptions, and then try to figure out which movie. Because now half my time's spent scrolling through Netflix and Disney and what else do we have? Apple. Yeah, all those. Try to find a movie, and then by the time you're like,
do I even want to watch
go to
anything?
bed? Yeah. So open space is a good one for sure.
Sweet.
Come back, open space. I don't know if it's coming back though.
I don't think it's coming back.
I think we're SOL there.
Yep.
All right, we ready for this? This is
this
is what everybody comes for.
At least on Instagram.
At least on Instagram. So this is our San Diego story of the week. We'll get into this in a sec. Let me just get set up here. All right.
Get comfortable.
Get cozy. But yeah, every week we should tell you guys a story about what's happening right here in San Diego. Dude, we've had all kinds of stories. Padres stories. Do we have the Tony Fidel story, or was that just that might have just been I
think it might have just been
we might have to make a story of the week of that.
Yeah.
Just when we drop our shirts. That'll be our call out. Yeah. Then we can
I
sell
told my
some
buddy
merch.
yesterday too, that I was texting with about the Tonys versus Fidels, that there's also a group of people that are anti Fidels that are only Norte people. So it's like a whole other, we'd have to add another verse here.
That's when I did put out
exactly the same food, but
I put out not a poll, but a question on my Insta one time, and my sister, who lives up in Oceanside, but goes to the Fidels up there, Norte. I said Tony's versus, I don't think she's ever been to that Fidels in Solana Beach.
Probably not.
I was like, Tony's versus Fidels. She's like, Fidels, obviously.
Yeah.
I was like, you mean Norte? Like, you've never been to this Fidels. Like, you'd have to choose. I mean, she's still probably good.
But it was also
Fidels
until 10 years ago. So it was Fidels.
But
forever.
I don't know if she's anti-Fidels down there.
I don't know. I don't think she would be. It tastes exactly the same.
All right, here we go. This is your San Diego story of the week. And this week's San Diego story of the week, that seems like too many story of the weeks. Let's just get into it, okay? This is your San Diego story of the week. And this is one of those things that's been around basically forever. And I had absolutely no idea that started right here in San Diego. We're talking about something that has been in kids' bedrooms, classrooms, and game closets for more than 75 years. It was created by a San Diego woman. And once you know why she created it, this whole thing actually starts to make a bit more sense. And I came across a story on San Diegoville, so shout out to them. But today we're talking about Candyland. So Candyland was created right here in San Diego back in 1948. A woman named Eleanor Abbott was recovering from polio during an outbreak here in San Diego. And while she was dealing with the disease herself, she was also around a bunch of kids and stuff who were going through the same thing. Many of them were spending long stretches in the hospital and isolated from their families. So after leaving the hospital, Abbott went back to her small home where she shared with her sister Betty in Talmadge. And they're reportedly using butcher paper spread across the kitchen table. She started putting together an idea for a game. It was this completely different world filled with places like Peppermint Forest, Gumdrop Mountain, Molasses Swamp, and the crooked old Peanut Brittle House. But the game was also incredibly simple, no reading, basically no math. You just picked a color and moved to that color, so even really young kids could play it. And that wasn't by accident. She was creating something that children dealing with polio could actually play together. Abbott eventually sent the game to Milton Bradley, and Candyland was released in 1949. So it became a huge success and eventually made into the National Toy Hall of Fame. But go back and look at the original board, and there's one detail that's quite a bit different than today. The goal wasn't getting to the Candy Castle. It wasn't going to King Candy's castle. The end of the original game was simply Home Sweet Home. So if you think about it, who the game was originally being made for, kids sitting in the hospital, separated from their families, trying to get better. And the entire point of the game was to make your way through Candyland and eventually get home. So Abbott stayed here in San Diego, living in her small Talmadge home for decades. She never really became famous herself, even though the game became something basically every kid knew about. She got a ton of royalties, but just basically lived there her entire life. So Candyland started right here in San Diego, went on to become one of the most recognizable kids games in the world. And it all traces back to a woman in Talmadge trying to make a really tough time a little easier for some kids. So there's your San Diego story of the week.
Love it.
Yeah.
Was that a callback on purpose for a board game?
No.
Since you started with that's pretty good.
It kind of goes full
loop.
Yeah, Castle Panic was built right here in San Diego.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought that was a cool story.
Yeah.
You're like, the other one, that we shouted out, it's probably a few months back, but like one of the best inventions here in San Diego, WD-40. I would say this is probably one of the most popular. I mean, did you play Candyland with your kids growing up?
Yeah.
I
feel like recently we played it because I remember getting upset about like drawing the card that sends you back like all the way at the beginning.
You got the pepper, you got the peanut,
whatever it is, whatever the
yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean that's definitely an OG, and there's been like 80 iterations of it too, like different companies not companies, but different. How they have like all the themes and stuff. Yeah, themes.
I haven't seen other themes.
Yeah, there's some.
Nice.
Out there.
Yeah, it's a memory growing up just with our kids. It's just like, dude, play Candyland. They're getting pissed because they're not getting a double purple, or they're getting go back, and you're like, you guys. That's where I kind of teaching them, like, you guys know this is like just a luck game. Yeah. So you kind of
did it always have like shortcuts, like Chutes and Ladders style, like shortcuts, or no?
I think so.
Okay, maybe it did.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure her original butcher paper didn't, but when Milton Bradley took it over, probably.
Yeah. My favorite game of like when my kids were little, and I think we've played it probably maybe in the last year too, is a giant version of Chutes and Ladders, but it's like snakes and something.
Snakes and
it's like a puzzle. You have to build it because it's really big.
Okay.
But it's like snakes and something else. I can't remember.
We have a tiny travel version of that.
Oh, really?
Snakes and something.
And snakes and
I think it's
ropes or something.
Snakes and slides. I don't know. I think ours is slides.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. But it's super fun, and it's like a giant version of Chutes and Ladders.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah. Once you get that big ladder going up, you're like, dude, I'm so good at this game.
Until you land on the other one.
Oh, yeah. It's so funny. These games that are just completely skill. The kids are just like, dude, get so pissed. Like,
They do. I know.
I mean, I could feel it too, because you could kind of feel, but don't really show it. You're like, guys, it's okay. We're one winner. All right.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting a trophy here. But yeah, anyways, so that's your podcast. That's it. We're closed. We're done. But we'll catch you guys all next week. We got a good one. Like I said, we'll probably bring somebody on in the next 2 weeks. I think it's got to be a Padre episode as we come into the home stretch. It would be probably with about 3 weeks left in the season. So I'll start working on that. But thanks for tuning in. Like I said, listen to this jam. This is the instrumental version. We'll catch you all in the next one. Adios.